So I thought I would talk about some of the people that we give rides to and that I work with. Um, I am one of very few people who was actually born in the United States by a few generations. Most people in our industry are immigrants. We have people from all over. I would say most of the people that own and drive carriages here at this point are Turkish, Irish, Italian. There's a lot of Spanish, Mexican maybe next. But then we have a couple of people here and there from everywhere, like from the UK, from Russia, from Egypt, a whole variety, from Brazil, St. Lucia. We have like people from all over. So the funny thing is I'm kind of a minority in my business. We also do not have a lot of women. It's kind of strange. Most of the equestrian world is dominated by women. But in my industry, we have anywhere from probably 150 to 300 drivers, depending on, day shift and night shift and full-time and part-time, who comes and goes from the business. And we have also about over 200 horses. Those are also my coworkers here. I have a good amount of stablemen over the 3 stables. They have to be 24/7. So we do have them, on 2 different shifts. And then you have people that, work on the material of the carriage repairs, people who, supply us with hay, and people who, pick up the manure and, transport out of the stable, all that kind of stuff. So you have a whole bunch of people in this industry, some, farriers and vets and all of that. But yeah, we actually only have, of these 150 drivers or so, I think we're at 6 women now. The highest amount of women in the industry since I've been working here the last decade or so, I think we hit 11 or 12 at the time. Lowest counts had about 5, because people always come and go here and there. Some people do work in this industry like their entire life. There are a few people here who have been working here for 20, 30, even 40 years, and they just like it, with people always coming back who've retired 3 or 4 times now. Scout's being curious and he wants to see what's over there. I gotta move him back over and straighten him out. But yeah, I guess I'm trying to think, a lot of people are kind of surprised when they see so many men in this industry, how it is for me here. In the office world, where I was working before this, I didn't really get along with many women coworkers. I just found them more, I guess, gossipy and starting kind of drama. I guess that can be a stereotype, but it was just my experience with the women that I worked with. I'm sure it's not I'm trying to project that it's always like that with everyone. So in general, I was used to getting along with male coworkers better. There's not really anything to it. We've, had young, old people here, everyone's been here. I do curse a lot more since I've been in this industry. Not sure if that's related to what. There are, sometimes comments made that, I'm thinking that's not right. That's a, not PC kind of joke or whatever here and there, but I really don't care. It doesn't affect me. As long as people are, treating their horses well, that's really all I care about. And I guess when I started, I had been working in an office for a while, so I didn't really have a lot of physical strength because I wasn't exercising too much. So in the beginning, it was difficult for me to do things that I need to do, like picking up the 5-gallon bucket of oats filled with oats or water. And eventually, of course, I, worked up my muscle, and you also need that when you're driving a horse to, be able to direct them and everything with the lines. And in the beginning, some of the men were just like, oh, let me help you with that. And I'm like, no. I need to build up my muscle, and I need to do this myself. And I think I did get very, I will not let anyone be like, you know, mansplaining or whatever they say. So I think it did add a certain level of confidence that I need to have to, you know, be comfortable here. And yeah, it's, you know, it's not really something I think about. I'm like, I do notice that there's not a lot of women, but it's just a, you know, place to be with horses for me. And customers. So we do take New Yorkers. A lot of people have this misconception that New Yorkers don't take horse carriage rides. They do. They do it for like special events or romantic nights or date night or whatever, birthdays, you know, anniversaries, weddings, whatever. Or just because they've never done it and they're playing tourist or they're bringing around someone who's visiting. So we do give New Yorkers rides. Sometimes they just do it for the kids. But primarily we do give rides to tourists because they want to tour the park. And I gave a carriage ride to someone from every single state pretty quickly when I started. I do keep track of that kind of thing. And I think I've done almost every country, not every country, but nearly every country at this point. I'm many years in now. So I'm one of the people that does track all my rides. Maybe I'll start telling everyone, like, yesterday I had rides from this area, this area, this area, something like that we could do. I do keep track. Let me see. I'll tell you yesterday. Let's see what we did yesterday. Yesterday, my customers were from Arizona, Taiwan, Kansas, and South Carolina. So you do get a whole bunch of different people that you are interacting with here. I'm not really a people person, I'm an animal person, but I can pretend so that I get to work with my horse.